Welcome back at the channel. Today we are at G-Spot, one of the most famous trails we have around here in Stellenbosch. And there's like a single track going up and a really nice, smooth, flowy trail down. There's some kind of a segment on Strava, which I will try to attack. I think it will be about 10 minutes. So it's a flat out uphill climb. I assume 6 minutes, something like that. Then a 4-minute downhill back to this point. So enjoy it. Will be a fast one, will be a hard one, especially for me. It's my last day here and then I will fly home to Holland, sadly, because the trails here are just so great. So enjoy it and thanks for watching. So this is the start of the Strava segment G-Spot XCO Lab. You're on board with me, Jeroen van Eck, a professional EMTB athlete and Eliminator Pro, racing for the Ghost Factory team. I'm in South Africa at the moment to prepare myself for the upcoming World Cup season in EMTB and Eliminator, but I don't mind doing and challenging myself as well in a XCO loop here at G-Spot, one of the most famous trails around in South Africa. The number one position on this Strava segment is on the name of Jordan Sarrou, the world champion of 2020 with a 7 minutes and 1 second. He did this with an average speed of 25.4 kilometers an hour. And I can tell you already that I could do this in a time of 7 minutes and 10 seconds, which was 9 seconds slower than Jordan, which is actually, I was quite impressed about my speed. But when I looked closer, there was also another Strava segment, which is called the G-Spot Single Track Climb. And this is actually the same trail as I do right now in the total segment, which is the XCO Lab. But if I compare my time to the fastest time there, I'm just 1 second slower than the numbers 1, who are Simon Stiepian, James Fourie and Jordan Sarrou. They did the climb in 4 minutes and 22 seconds and I did it in 4 minutes and 23 seconds. So that's a bit of a pity. I was just 1 second too slow. But it also means that I lost 10 seconds on Jordan Sarrou in the full lap, saying that I was 10 seconds slower actually in the downhill. But when I looked closer in Strava, it's quite hard, but Strava thinks that we did the same single track down. What I do know now is that Jordan took a different line going down, the more straight line, there where I choose to do some extra corners. And that makes actually the 10-second gap. But hey, it doesn't matter. I had good fun. It was a nice challenge for myself. And if I look deeper into the numbers of the XCO Lab, I had an average speed of 24.8 kilometers an hour and a maximum speed of 47.4 kilometers an hour. I did this with an average heart rate of 174 and a maximum of 179. My power output was 426 watt average, 897 watts in peak power, and I had a normalized power of 430 watts. If I look to the power I produced during the climb, which was a 4-minute 23-minute climb, that was an average of 476 watts. To make the video a bit more dynamic, Tom were waiting for me on top of the climb to make some extra footage. His footage I put in the left part of the main screen, which you will see closer in a few seconds. And he also made kind of a voiceover during the ride.
So Jeroen is coming up G-Spot. We will see him in a second. So this time it's the other way around. Last time he had the advantage. No, I had an advantage. I knew the track and he didn't. Now he knows the track. The only good thing, he's already pushing for 6 or 7 minutes up the hill. So maybe he is so exhausted. I can feel he's breathing hard. I'm curious. So the only thing I remember is it has a lot of jumps. There he is. I have no clue what to expect. So let's go.
So what I did, I put the video from Tom in the left corner and my POV just on the main screen.
So maybe he's really exhausted. Forgot to check the dropper down. There he is. And I can tell you it's slippery. Oh shit. It's gonna be a tough one.
It's so hard to keep up the speed when you are sore from the climb, but in the end it's a really good challenge for yourself. And
as I said, slippery.
this is a really fast section. We hit almost 50k an hour here, which is insane if you ask me, especially in those narrow single trails. So what you do here, sometimes you hear Tom with the voiceover.
Excellent. Sprinting behind a sprinter.
And then I take it over with my voiceover.
Exactly my type of humor. Thank God he got tired as well.
So Tom didn't dare to climb with me, so he waited on top, and then he joined me in the downhill. Which is such a great downhill. It's smooth, it's fast, there are some jump lines in it, which you can see coming up now. I'm mainly taking the A line, but there are some jumps I just choose to take it a bit.
That was a big
Yep,
one.
it was. This one also. But sometimes I choose to go for safe and not risk too much.
My legs are burning again. But he got tired as well. That's good. Good for me. Not far anymore. Wow, that was quick. I guess he's exhausted as well. Let's look at his face. That was an easy run, huh? Good job.
Oh, so hard if you are sore from the climb and then trying to be fast and smooth.
So both didn't work, but I think it was fast. Good job.
So that's it, one lap full throttle on the XCO Lab G-Spot. And if you are wondering who made those shots in the downhill, that was him again, Tom. He did a really good job on catching up with me in the downhill. To be honest, I was very fucked up already when I started the downhill, just because that climb was pretty hard.
I guess you can see that in the video as well.
Yeah, it wasn't the smoothest run maybe. I tried to keep pushing, but it's so hard if you are sore. But in the end, it's a really good training too. I saw Jordan Saru had the best time in 7 minutes 11 seconds, and I finished second with 7 minutes 11 seconds. So somewhere I have to gain another 10 seconds, but that's something for my next visit to South Africa. Thanks for watching again, and see you back on the trails in Holland. Ciao.